Hey guys, welcome to my South Jersey life, as I just recently nicknamed my channel. So, yeah, came up with a new name for the channel like I promised. I guess that'll be my new introduction, but that's far from the point of this video, guys. And I've had this channel since like 2008, and some of y'all been following me so many years, and I know this is gonna be something mind blowing and new. But you gotta keep it real with everybody, you know? Like, I'm sorry, I need to smoke a cigarette to this one. So anyway, um, the title is not clickbait, guys. It is what it is. Alright? Um, and y'all have a problem. Let me start off by saying, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a damn good person. And you know I'm also a damn tough person. Neither one of them two things are gonna change. So if you got a problem, just take it somewhere else. You know, keep your opinion to yourself. Take it somewhere else. Never watch me again. Alright? We can agree to disagree. There's no room for hate here. Not over this. Alright? Because let me tell you guys, in a couple months, I'm going to be 34 years old in April. Right now, it's early February. So, I've been keeping this in my entire life. I mean, pretty sure you guys could tell certain things show around the edges. Even though I play my act really well. Always have. Act is dying. You know? I'm trying not to get emotional, but let me tell you, sometimes you've had one too many near death experiences. You've had one too many bad things happen to you. One too many suicide attempts. 8 stitches, by the way. And just figure that even if the worst comes your way, it's better than fighting the inevitable. It really is. That's exactly where I'm at. So, yeah. This has been going on for a while. I've I actually been for months now going on like, quite a few channels, binge watching videos, binge commenting the videos. People have been great, you know, it really helps me to talk to people who understand. 'Cause I don't get that where I'm from, believe me. I mean, law wise, where I'm from, New Jersey is actually a state that's, easy going in that whole LGBTQ plus area, But if you're ever roaming the streets, you go into the wrong neighborhood, you're in danger, you know. Like, you have to be in the right area to be able to talk about the right things. But you know what? Like, I know how to hold my own anyway. I mean, come on. So, um, basically, I just, I see all these videos and stuff, and God knows I've been thinking about this my whole life, and I've done a lot of research behind closed doors. And quite a few other things behind closed doors since childhood. Believe me. Freaking, you know, dressing certain ways, stealing makeup, shit like that. Sorry if I'm talking kind of low because it's like midnight and my kids are right in the other room. Don't want to wake them, especially with this topic. Um, and yes, I have kids. You know, like obviously I have kids. I am very active in my kids' life, especially my boys. I have them like half the time. Me and their mother are very good friends. She was actually the first person I told that I know personally. And actually, one of the ones I was worried about telling them most, but like, I think it's just because, just as much as anybody else, I feared losing her as a friend and feared her being like, oh, I don't want you around the boys, God forbid, like something like that. And to be 100% honest with you guys, still harbor a lot of regret on how things ended with me and her initially. Still wish I did 1,000 things differently. To be honest, if I was still with her, like, it would have been the only thing to keep me from, you know, pursuing this type of lifestyle because she made me at least be okay with being at least a sliver of my regular self, you know, and I had that much love for her. Like, this probably would have took this as long as it did because I was with her for 10 years. And yeah, like, so I was very worried about telling her. And surprisingly, even though she asked a lot of awkward questions, still does on the daily, um, she took it pretty well, extremely well. Um, Offered to, talk to my family, who, my direct family, still, they're basically the only ones I haven't told in my direct, like, circle of people close to me. Um, I very recently, just told a couple of my other close friends, and they were awesome. Like, my one friend, I could tell kind of went over his head. He couldn't tell exactly what I was talking about, but he was like, whatever it is, I support you, man. And I know how he's chill like that. Like, I'm not really worried about it, you know? I'm not asking them to, like, go over the top and, throw a party for me or something. I simply want one thing, for, like, my relationship with those closest to me to not change for the worst somehow. That's all. Because, like, an identity does not change your soul. If anything, my soul's kind of like changing my identity. If anything, like, I would call it that. Like, I've always been me. I'm always gonna be me. And, like, anybody who really knows me knows I have a heart of gold. You know, I'd give anything for those I'm close to. Like, and I mean it. They know that. Like, I've had people's backs in situations and put myself on the back burner. I mean, the reason this has taken me so friggin' long is not wanting to lose any of them. I literally kept this all in my entire life simply for them. To not have them feel awkward being around me. And I mean, when I was younger, I definitely had a lot of friends who I knew wouldn't have been cool with things, and I was hanging around a bad crowd too. A lot of drug users, drug dealers, gangbangers, stuff like that. And you don't flaunt that type of lifestyle around their people. You can't do it. But I've been a different person for a long time, and not they're all out of my life, and I realize I'm not missing anything there anyway. Fuck it. So, ongoing with things. um, like as long as your questions are not rude, feel free to ask me whatever. Like, I probably have an answer for any question out there. God knows I've had a long enough time to think about it. And if anything has been too long. Like, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. This video's gonna end up so long, but for once, my ass is at a loss for words. Another new one for you guys. Not a lot of new stuff today, right? But if you guys really have always had my back over the years, enjoyed my content, enjoyed watching my life go on and stuff, and just all the random crap I've posted over the years, like, have my back on this. If nothing else, just be cool with me the same way that you always been. Like, need all the support I can get. I really do. It's definitely been a rough road, and it's probably gonna stay rough in some ways. As far as what will change, I'm sure people are wondering, what exactly are your intentions? What exactly is your sexuality? Things like that. Okay, my sexuality, first of all. I indeed love getting with women. Love it. Love it all day. All night. Whenever. I'm not a player or nothing. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that's not gonna change. I don't see anything changing that. Would I mess with a dude? To be honest with you guys, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in a prior video. A lot of people that know me do know this. I am like bisexual to an extent. My preference is women. Just it is, but like if a dude has a really nice personality, you know, if we really click like that and if that's the way he rolls and everything, something happens, it happens, Flesh is just flesh at the end of the day. What's in your heart and soul is what really matters to me about whether like I want to have anything to do with you, you know. Flesh changes over time in all of us, you know. I'm no matter what I do, I'm not gonna look anything like I do now, like 30 years from now, you know. Like no matter what road I take in life, if I do, wow, I am blessed, because I would hope I look like I'm in my 30s when I'm in my 60s and stuff, but I doubt that's gonna happen. My flesh don't mean nothing to me, you know. It's and you guys are probably thinking like, well, isn't that what the whole transition thing is? Like flesh changing and stuff. Like, well, not quite. Like, really, it's like an identity thing. You know, how you like what you believe is your characteristics, what is in your heart and soul, what you want to see when you look in the mirror, Like, let me just tell you guys a little, backstory about me. Like, yeah, I definitely love watching wrestling, UFC, boxing, and stuff, like all them hands on sports, because, especially with my personal experience in street fights, school fights, and, you know, doing over 5 years of training in Muay Thai kickboxing and stuff, in the ring and everything. And nowadays, I still even train my son with, things like that. Like, I've been teaching him since he was like 5. And my other son, he's not really into it, but my 8-year-old, been training him since he was like 5. I got Everlast gloves right in my drawer over there, and that is not going to change either. But other than that, like, I wouldn't say I have really any manly qualities, like, with my personality and everything. Like, I mean, I won't lie. I have honestly prayed to. I've tried to get into these kind of things, like, sports like football, baseball, basketball, etc. You know, you either watching them, playing them, whatever. But since I was a little kid, I would rather spend an hour in the mirror doing my hair up and shit. And because I've always grown my hair long over the years, short, long, short, long. It's always been back and forth. It's definitely been longer than this. If you guys look at my old videos, you would know. And obviously, I plan on making it long again. Hopefully, it'll fill in the bald spots too. If not, could always pull it back. So it is what it is. Um, like, I would definitely rather be styling myself in the freaking mirror for an hour than playing or watching sports, or, working on a house or working on a car or something like that. It's just never caught on to me. Like, it, like, I don't know how else to put it. And believe me, throughout the years, I must have heard more than 1,000 times, dude, what are you, gay? Like, um, what, like, what's wrong with you? You some sissy or something? Because, like, I guess, things show around the edges. You can try and suppress things all you want, but things will still be in your dreams. They'll still be in your thoughts. People will still say stuff to you. Um, that's probably why I have as many anger management issues as I do. Because I just got sick and tired of it. And I was the fight back type. Ever since my high school years, I can't stand bullies and shit. Mm-mm. And I can promise you right now, I will win 9 out of 10 fights, in a street fight. As long as it's a fair one, definitely. You know, not trying to talk myself up, but those skills you don't forget either. So try me. If you got a problem, you're better off just agreeing to disagree, walking the other way. But I just don't stand up. I don't stand like bullies. I stand up to them. Like, I can't stand even watching someone bully somebody, for one thing. Like, over anything for that matter. Not even just things that are my personal problems. I just cannot stand seeing people, like, you know, prey on the weaker, or like the less tougher, whatever you want to call it. Just totally infuriates me to a whole nother level, if you can't tell. Anyway, man, um, this is the hardest freaking thing to do, let me tell you right now. And I know it's gonna be a long ass journey. Like, I've already done all the research, watched more than enough stuff to know every little detail, everything that's down the road for me. Because, yes, next thing that I was going to answer, um, do I plan on doing things like, all the way? I mean, I don't want to go into detail and, you know, go into specifics of what we're talking about, but like, take it all the way, like surgery and everything. First chance I get. Simple as that. Whether it takes 1, 5, 10, whatever years, you know, take it as far as I could take it. Me, I really don't think I would need to change all. that much about myself. Like, I'm pretty sure that simple HRT and SRS would be like, enough for somebody like me. Because everything else, like, I'm already told that I have very, like, feminine type of features, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, that answers that. Like, very long road ahead of me, like I said. And this is nothing new, believe me. Nothing new, like I said. I've always known. If anything, I have freaking prayed not to be that way. Because, like, let me put it this way. You know, no person with any degree of intelligence or sanity to them is going to intentionally put themselves in a group to be discriminated against unless it's coming from an extremely real place. And, unless the pain that they're feeling inside is worse than any outside pain or any work that they could have to put in to be the person that they want to be. Like, I know that this is going to be a thing that's like an everyday freaking commitment. But I'd rather be everyday committed to doing it than just wishing I did. And, you know, like thinking about it. Like, I'm the type of person, I do something all the way. I don't just think about it or talk about it. That's why the minute I'm talking about it with you guys is, well, I've already sort of started, with things, getting the ball rolling on things, obviously. But now I'm telling you guys, and next is my Facebook. And, well, next is my family, actually. My direct family in my house. They're the last ones that I really give a damn about their personal opinions because, like I said, I don't want to lose anybody that I'm close to. I don't want to damage the way that they feel about me or think about me. Like, my freaking world, you know? If, if, well, first of all, let me tell you guys, my dad passed back in 2010, so that's not an issue. But if my mom isn't 100% cool with this and doesn't, like, have my back, I don't even know what I'll do next. I don't, I don't even want to think about it. I don't have a big family or nothing. I have no siblings like that. I only got my kids, my mom, and my aunt that I live with. Like, as far as my direct family. And if those people, especially like, my mom, like my kids, as far as that goes, they're young still. They'll know in time. Me and their mom already talked. My very close friend, the first person I told was their mom, my boy's mom at least. And she said, we'll have a talk with them in time. For now, just don't, flaunt things too much. And I was like, well, other than simple things, nothing big is going to happen in front of them anytime soon anyway. Like, and actually, I've always been the type to have long hair and I've even, like, put on eyeliner, stuff like that. So, honestly, they ain't gonna know the difference. Like, because I've always had like a punk rock or whatever goth kind of persona to me a little bit, not too much. And I don't think that'll ever change either. Like, I honestly am at the point where, God knows, I hope I have another relationship with somebody. I hope I find love again. You know, I haven't really truly loved somebody since the boy's mom. And sometimes I question if I ever will love somebody just that much again. I've been with quite a few people since her. You know, it's been over a year. And it's like bloodline, you know, that just ain't feeling it like that. I hope to God that I find somebody again, you know. But if I end up alone forever for this, frankly, like as insane as this might sound, I would not mind. I really wouldn't. Because I'd rather be alone and at least be able to not have to put on some act, some role that like, you know, other people set for me, that society sets for me, you know. Like I'd rather not have to keep playing into that act and just freaking talk and act the way I want to, you know, the way I've always felt. Like I'd rather be able to do that because, like, you know, if someone really can't love me for me, then what the hell am I doing with them anyway? Is the real question. Sorry, I have to finish this cigarette. Definitely a cigarette time right now. I'm kind of shaking here. I'm sure you guys are not used to seeing me this nervous. You know what? I do want to take the time in this video to thank the people that have helped me get as far as I've already gotten. Because taking that first step is definitely the biggest. Like, I know it. I already know it. Like, I have been through so many forms of help my lifetime that I could say that this is definitely my biggest. This has always been my biggest fear. Like, you know, my son's mom made things so much easier on me. When she said that, like, she would even go as far as to tell my mom for me. That's pretty much how I reacted. And, you know, she just said, you know, this is definitely different. Like, something to get used to, but she would be there for me every freaking step of the way. And God, I hope things really do stay that way. Like, only time will tell. I told her, like, you know, the things that will change about me are the things that you're not gonna miss. You know, like the things that are gonna stick are the only things that you really ever did like about me in the first place. My kind heart, my, you know, unselfish, giving heart. Like, those are the things about me that ain't gonna change. The fact that I'm always gonna be there for my kids, of course, that'll never freaking change. As a matter of fact, let me just tell you guys right now, the only masculine pronoun that I'm, if it's even a pronoun, I don't know. Like, I'm not too good at vocabulary and stuff, but the only one that I'm gonna be cool keeping is the phrase daddy, you know, from my kids. Because I look at it like I've always been their father biologically. I'm definitely not their mother. And, um, yeah, basically, that's never gonna change ever. Unless they choose to on their own, I guess. that would be weird, but I wouldn't ever judge them for it because I won't want them to judge me. Honestly, I really don't fear my kids judging me because my kids love me very much. My two boys, there's there is no making them hate me. Like I don't see that happening. I am like their favorite person to hang with in the world. And it might be kind of weird for them and all, but I raised kids that accept people for who they are. I've always raised them to be that way. They are very much like me as far as like, you know, being a person in general. And like I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I really don't fear it at all. Like don't have any problem with it. I've always been honest with my kids about the good and bad about me. If they ask any questions, I've always been honest, to whatever level they're at and everything. Obviously, I'm not going to give them every detail of my life, but I'm generally honest with my kids, and I keep an open door policy with honesty with them strictly. Like, I would never judge them for being honest with me, and I don't expect them to be that way towards me, being honest with them. So, that is one thing I do not fear. I already told you guys my biggest fear. Um, and that's about where it starts and ends at this point. So far, things have gone much smoother than I thought. Like, much, much smoother. But this is just the beginning. I will be sure, and I mean I will be sure, to leave updates on this. You know, it's gonna be a long road. Be sure to make sure that, like, I help anybody else that has issues. I even told, like, people on the channels that have helped me, like, I'm definitely gonna pay it forward. You know, like, definitely. Because people should not have to hold something this big in. They really shouldn't. Because it's not just gonna go away, believe me. You could try your best. And I am really good at adapting to a lot of things. But this has always eaten me, believe me. So, I'm guessing that about sums it up. Can't really think of anything else that I have to say in general, at least not for right now. Um, like I said, any logical questions, I am very open to answering. And I really hope you guys will have my back on this. You know, like, y'all have seen me do many crazy things over the years. This might, I don't know, maybe I'm just psyching myself out saying this. This might be the craziest one. But it feels like it to me because it's been that long. It's been weighing on my heart that much. And I'm just done. I gotta let that weight off my shoulders. Like, it's just how it's gotta be. I hear someone walking around. I hope my kids ain't up. um, yeah, I feel like I can't grow old and gray and die without ever, like, really being who I am. I can't do that. And I can't change it either. So here's where we're at. You know, that's why we're here today. Because I am in that predicament. I can't keep doing this. You know, this weighs on a person too much. Believe me, I have been through a lot of craziness, like a lot of near death experiences, a lot of very brutal things. But this has been the most brutal on me, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I really wouldn't, and so many of these people that hold this in are such freaking good people, such smart people that should be able to just be themselves without fear, because they're not hurting nobody. Like, ain't no one getting bothered by it, you know? Same person at the end of the day, same soul. So if you're cool with them, if you really are cool with them, you shouldn't have a problem with their personal business, you know? Otherwise, you never really liked that person in the first place, in my opinion. If they have to adapt to what you think they should do, if they have to suffer and bear that weight just to make you happy, it shouldn't be that way. It's not going to be that way no more with me. So I'd appreciate any positive comments I can get, any anything y'all got to say about your opinion on this, and I will be sure to respond to it, you know, because otherwise, what the hell's the point in this video? I've been talking over 36 minutes, and like, what would be the point of me doing all this if I didn't want to get some form of feedback and know where other people's heads are at on things? Like, just hope y'all will continue to have my back. Still me. Still the same person. I've been on here since 2008. If anything, I'm a better person because I don't still do a lot of the bad shit I did back in those days, you know? I don't even drink anymore, nothing. You know, I'm just a smoker, and that's about all with my bad habits anymore. Anything else, unless a doctor's writing a prescription out, like, I'm not doing it, kind of thing. But, so next step is with my direct family and everything, which is very soon. And ooh, that one's gonna be the toughest one of them all. That's gonna be a doozy. So, for those of y'all that have watched all almost 40 minutes of this at this point, and I actually really appreciate this, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your time, your support. Because I ain't gonna lie, I need it right now. I need all the support I can get. I need to hear that people are happy for me, not mad. And don't think I'm some twisted fuck or freak or something, like, that's not me at all, man. So yeah, I can definitely use all the support I can get right now. If it's not obvious, this is very hard for me. Very. Those of you guys that have my back on this, thank you so much. been a long road getting here. It's been a very long fucking road. Almost 34 freaking years. But no more. And you guys know I'm not the type to get emotional that easy. Especially because I put my act on well. But this, there ain't no playing off. I am straight up bearing my soul here. And thank you so much for hearing it. For those of y'all that have my back, I love you guys. For those of my friends that I've already told, and they know who they are, I love you guys so freaking much. You guys know that anyway. Thank you for having my back like that. Because I would do the same for you guys any day. I'd take a bullet for you guys. I have a very small circle of friends I go back with. Basically just my boy's mom. And I have like two very other close friends of mine since childhood. And they've been awesome. I really couldn't have done this without them. Oh god, my friggin' vein is popping through my forehead here. I'm so sorry, guys. Man. Where are my shades at? Wear my sunglasses in the middle of nighttime here. Hey, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I wasn't wearing the stereotypical shades, right? God. Okay. Thanks again, guys. Like, thanks for the support. Can't say it enough. Okay, well, I guess that about wraps this video up. Till next time, be safe and do unto others as you would want done to you. You know, I mean, I've always said that, but I'm really feeling that right now. As the right thing to say to anybody who questions my sanity or something. But I don't know. I can tell you guys one thing. After fighting this all these years, I know I couldn't change my mind if I wanted to. Just can't happen. So that weight on my shoulders, taking it off. I'm done. I'm wishing myself good luck. Hold my good luck Italian charms on my necklace. That's what this necklace is, by the way. You know, sterling silver. Stereotypical Italian shit. Yes, I'm Italian, by the way. But if y'all didn't know the obvious. But yeah, wishing myself good luck on this one. And wishing anybody else out there feeling the same pain luck. If there's anything y'all got to say, you could tell me any day, because I understand. And I will respond to you. I can promise you that with an extensive response. Alright, guys. Love all you. Thanks for listening to all of this. Oh God, my throat is messed up right now. Thank you so much for your time, because I really needed it. Freaking love you guys. Peace out.